Now we will see class 12 legal studies unit 5 legal profession in India part 2 classification of lawyers, roles and functions. Legal practitioners in India were segregated into different categories under the British India. The following chart illustrates the different classes. Classification of legal practitioners, Pre-Advocates Act, modern day classification. In Pre-Advocate Acts, British practitioner, Indian practitioners. In British practitioners, solicitors, barristers, advocates, attorneys. In Indian practitioners, vakils, pleaders, muktars. Modern day classification, advocates, senior advocates, advocates on record. Attorneys. Attorneys previously only referred to British attorneys or solicitors, but now this definition is sometimes used to refer to advocates. Solicitors. Prior to the enactment of Advocates Act, solicitors referred to British solicitors who were permitted to practice in the high courts in the pre-independence India. Today in the Bombay and Kolkata High Courts, there is a separate classes of legal practitioners known as solicitors who prepare the case but do not argue in court. Barristers. Barristers of England had come to occupy a predominant position in the legal profession in the British India. On the original slide of the Kolkata High Court, only barristers could practice, even though the distinction between barristers and vakils had been removed by other high courts. Pleaders. Law graduates who did not possess the additional qualification for enrollment as vakil of high court and non-law graduates who could pass the leadership examination held by the high court were given certificates enabling them to act and plead as pleaders in the district and the subordinate courts. The pleaders had entry into the High Court only after gaining an experience of certain number of years as pleaders. There were different grades of pleaders as well. This class of practitioners also does not exist today in Indian courts. Vakil. Vakils were native practitioners who were qualified to appear and to practice in the high courts of pre-independence India. The Legal Practitioner Act had laid down additional requirements for a law graduate to be eligible to qualify as a vakil. This class of practitioners does not exist now. Muktars. Muktars were another class of practitioner in the subordinate courts. There were persons who had, after passing the entrance examination corresponding to the matriculation examination of the later time, passed the Muktarship examination held by the High Court. Although their senates or license permitted them to practice in all subordinate courts, they were by a reason of the High Court rules and orders mainly confined to acting and pleading in the criminal courts in the Mafsil. These muktars were not permitted to plead in any subordinate civil court. Revenue agents. Revenue agents were certified and enrolled under the rules made by the Chief Controlling Revenue Authority under the Section 17 of the Legal Practitioners Act 1879. Their practices were confined to revenue officers and mentioned in their certificates and other officers subordinate to them. Advocates. period to the enactment of the Advocates Act, the term advocates referred only to English and Irish barristers and members of the Faculty of Advocates in Scotland. This class was permitted to practice in the Supreme Court of Judicature in Bengal to the exclusion of the native practitioners. However, today this term is used to refer to the lawyers qualified to practice in the courts of India. An advocate is a person authorized to appear in a legal matter on behalf of a party. An advocate possesses a law degree and is enrolled with the Bar Council as prescribed by the Advocates Act 1961. Advocates are the only class of persons legally entitled to practice law or to provide legal advice. After being authorized to appear in a case by a client who has signed a wakalat, advocates prepare cases and argue them in court. When appearing in a courtroom, an advocate usually dresses in a black and white and wears a band and a gown. Advocates will have to enroll with the State Bar Council. In addition to the advocates, lawyers with a special knowledge or ability are designated as a senior advocates. A senior advocate is an advocate who has been officially designated as such by either the Supreme Court or the High Court. A senior advocate cannot file a valakattanama, appear in the court without another advocate or advocate on record, cannot directly accept an engagement to appear in the case or draft pleadings. A senior advocate argues cases in the court upon the instruction from another advocate. Senior advocates wear the gowns that have the flaps on the shoulders. An advocate on record, AOR, is an advocate who has passed a qualifying examination conducted by the Supreme Court. The examination is taken by an advocate who has been enrolled with the Bar Council for at least 5 years and has completed 1 year training with an AOR of not less than 5 years standing. Only an AOR can file a wakalat, a petition, and affidavit or any other application on behalf of a party in the Supreme Court. All the procedural aspects of the case are dealt with by the AOR with the assistance of registered clerk. It is the AOR's name that appears on the case list. The AOR is held accountable by the Supreme Court for the conduct of this case. Any notice and correspondence from the Supreme Court are sent to the AOR and not to the party. AORs can argue matters, but frequently they serve in a solitary role. Legal officials who act as an advisor to the central government include the Attorney General of India, the Solicitor General of India, and the Additional Solicitor General of India. The state government similarly has advocate generals. The Office of Attorney General for the Union of India and the Advocate General for the concerned state or constitutional offices. The Constitution of India has also laid down the qualification necessary for being considered for the position of the Attorney General and the Advocate General. The Advocate Acts 1961. After the enactment of the Advocates Act 1961, all the old categories of practitioners (vakils, barristers, bladers of several grades, and muktars) were abolished and consolidated into a single category called advocates, who enjoy the right to practice in courts throughout India. Advocates Act also established in all India Bar Council for the first time, with the Attorney General, Solicitor General of India as ex officio members of the Bar Council. The All India Bar Council has come one member elected to it by each state bar council, and it elects its own chairman and vice chairman. The Act has created a state bar council in each state with the Advocate General of the state as an ex officio member and 15 to 25 advocates elected for a period of 5 years. The State Council main functions include admitting a law graduates and its role, determining the cases of misconduct against advocates on the roll, and organizing legal aid, among other functions. Application for enrollment is therefore made to the State Bar Council. The Bar Council of India regulates the content, syllabus, duration of the law degree, subject to which every university can lay down its own provisions. The Council has a legal education committee for this purpose. The State Council rules need to be approved by the Bar Council. However, the central government has overriding power to make rules. In order to be eligible for the enrollment, an advocate must be a citizen of India, at least 21 years of age, must have an LLB degree from an Indian university. A foreign national may be enrolled on a reciprocal basis with the country of his citizenship, and his foreign degree may be recognized by the Council for the purpose. In the absence of such reciprocity, foreign nationals cannot practice law in India. The Council has released a list of foreign degrees that it recognizes. There is an additional requirement of an All India Bar examination since 2010, which advocates much clear in order to be able to start practice. The Act recognizes only one class of practitioner, that is advocates. An advocate on the state rolls is entitled to practice as of right before any tribunal or authority of India or any court including the Supreme Court. Advocates have been classified as senior advocates and other advocates. The designation of an advocate as a senior advocate is the responsibility of the Supreme Court or High Court based on the ability, experience and standing in the bar of the advocate in question. In 1979-77, the provisions relating to the dual system, advocates and attorneys in the Bombay and Kolkata High Courts were deleted. Any advocate enrolled in the state rolls is entitled to practice in the Supreme Court. The advocate on record, AOR, is another category of advocate in the Supreme Court. The Bar Councils of India. The Bar Council of India was established by Parliament under the Advocates Act 1961. It performs the regulatory function by prescribing standards of professional conduct and etiquette and by exercising disciplinary jurisdiction over the bar. It also sets standards for legal education and grants recognition to the universities whose degree in law will serve as the qualification for enrollment as an advocate. In addition, it performs certain representative functions by protecting the rights, privileges and interests of advocates and through the creations of funds for providing financial assistance to organized welfare. The regulatory and the representative mandate of the Bar Council for the legal profession and the legal education in India is reflected by its statutory functions, which are as follows: to lay down standards of professional conduct and etiquette for advocates, to lay down the procedure to be followed by its disciplinary committee and the disciplinary committees of each state bar council, to safeguard the rights and privileges and the interest of advocates, to promote and support law reform, to deal with and dispose of any matter which may be referred to it by the State Bar Council, to promote legal education and to lay down standards of legal education. This is done in consultation with the universities in India impacting legal education and the state bar councils. To recognize universities whose degree in law shall be a qualification for the enrollment as an advocate. The Bar Council of India visits and inspects the universities or directs the State Bar Council to visit and inspect the university for this purpose. To conduct seminars and talks on the legal topics by the eminent jurists and publish the journals and the papers of legal interest. To organize legal aid to the poor. To recognize on a reciprocal basis the foreign qualification in law obtained outside India for the purpose of admission as an advocate in India. To manage and invest the funds of the bar councils, to provide for the elections of its members who shall run the bar councils. Thank you. Sharing is caring. Comment your thoughts. Subscribe for more knowledge.